Hello and welcome back to Factorio C Block. Last time we worked on this clay brick build and a couple of errata from that episode. I didn't finish hooking up this bottom washing plant line for the mud. That's fine. I finished it off camera. Some of you probably noticed and may have even commented. Peek behind the curtain here a little bit. I am working on this back to back with the previous one, so that doesn't mean that I've caught all the errata, but I did catch that, hooked that up and cleaned it up a little bit on the build. And then I also moved all this stuff down, as I mentioned that I was going to do. And then finally, big one is I accidentally put I actually just finished this, an overflow valve here rather than a top-up valve. It needs to be a top-up valve because it needs to only flow when this is below 80%, and right now it's just at about 80%. And so as soon as we use just a tiny bit more, assuming we don't make any more carbon dioxide down here at this blasty boy, then we will get a little bit of this action going on here. And so that will only flow when this is below 80%, so that it keeps a little bit of space in this network for this thing to output when it needs to. But it's backed up now, it looks like, so it's not going to. All the bricks got made, of course. I think that was it. Our base is down to minimal power consumption right now. That's because all of this stuff, making the metals and everything, has all halted. We are only making a little bit of slag over here, and I think that's all just because of this, maybe not even that, because we are not using any power, hardly any power either, so or any fuel either, rather. So this isn't even running all that regularly. So we may be using a little bit here, but it might just be these guys backing up. Yeah, it's just them backing up still. So we'll let that die out, I guess, or whatever, and we'll move on here to the end of the line. And I actually need to put in a little bit more landfill up here. Let's do this. Maybe just go up to that island right there. I should probably just landfill over those little islands. Like, who cares, right? It's just a little bit extra landfill. And then that gives me enough space to work on green circuits. Before we start green circuits, I want to just go ahead and run a couple of unlocks. Garden processing and farming. These, if we get time, we can talk about them at the end of this episode. Otherwise, maybe the next one or at some point in the future. We're not going to use them right away anyways. And then we can do the electrochemics lab and the green science pack for next time, and that will finish up all of the red alone sciences and then open up all these red greens. Did I bring? I did not. Be right back. And we're back. I brought over the a green circuit plan that I had been working on, that I built in my other save, my practice save, or my planning save, or my experimenting save, or however you want to look at it. And what this does is it brings in all the materials that we are making somewhere else in the base, specifically things like the different metals, basic circuits, and charcoal, which we need to actually run a belt up with that, and gets us to make just a modest 1 electronic circuit per second. And the reason I only did this many is because we're only making 2 of the basics, and I figure we'll want to have half of them to be used for crafting, so we'll want the other, we can use the other half for electronic circuits. We can always expand this. This is actually very scalable. Hopefully I can design the other one to be just as scalable, but this is fairly scalable, although a few things could be changed here, and I actually want to talk about that now. In a couple of episodes ago, we unlocked these electronic assembly machines, and they will give us, see, it looks like I need some iron. Just gobble up some iron here. That'll kick off the old thing there. Let's do a few more of those. Some of these can be used. Let's grab one of them out of the inventory there. There it is. To make a few things. Things we're going to make tonight, but also these things like the wooden boards and the basic circuits that we're making here. As well as the electronic circuits boards and circuits themselves. We can make electromagnetic cores and electromagnetic coils for red science. We can also make copper wire and tinned copper wire, which we're going to use tonight. So you can see we could even shrink this bit further, because these are 2x2. Yet they can make all these same things. And these are 3x3, and they make the same things. So it's like less than half of the square footage or square meters. And it's the same functionality. Actually, it's better functionality because they have double the crafting speed of the basic ones. So if we replaced these with this, then we could do a much better, much more of these circuits very easily. And actually, now that I think about that, maybe we want to do that. If we made this 2 instead, so we're still using half of what we could make if we replace the basic circuits with that. Does this put a crimp in my plan anywhere? No. No. No, actually it does not. So let's actually use this plan instead. I like this one better. I didn't do this in my practice game, but hey, let's just do it. So we need a bunch of small electronics machines, electronics assembly machines rather. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. I made 10. I did. And then we need 1 liquefier, which I don't think I have one. So let's go find a liquefier again. I think it's here. Yeah, one of those. And then we can make all the things here. So we need to have green circuits out. One of those machines, that's actually kind of perfect if we do that way. And then 2 of these are going to make the green circuit boards. And it takes 1, let's see here. It takes 1 item per machine per second across. And if we have them sort of oriented this way, we can move 1.2. So this will be fine if we want to do it like this. I think that'll be fine. Coming into this, though, we need iron. So we want to have an iron belt coming in somehow like this. We're going to need 4 of those, though. So we're going to want to make sure this is... there's actually 2 of these. And make sure that they are right angles. Yes, they'll need to be right angles. So I have to think about that a little bit. And then we also need... into these, we need to also bring in 10 of these basic electronic components. And so this is going to be a little bit of shenanigans, 5 each. So if I did this and I do them like this and like that to the outsides, they'll bring in 1.2, 2.4, 4.8 together. That's not 5. So let's move these down 1 here like this. And let's do a 3rd one of these like this that is grabbing also from... We need arms. Bunch of arms. We're going to need a lot of these things. If we do this extra one here, and actually I could have done it on the outside, I suppose. Maybe I should have. It'll be fine. We'll do it here. It should pick up from above, and then this one over here needs to go into that over there. As long as we can get power in here reasonably, we should be okay. But also into these, we need 2 basic circuits and 2 solder to 2 machines. So that's 1 each. So that would be fine with a direct insert like this, because it's 1 of each, except that it won't be fine because we need to have 2 total items per machine, unless we did 2 arms, and I don't really want to do 2 of them. So let's do this as... We could do it like this. And then we could do it like that. But these need to already be on the side. That's not going to work. What if I do these on the outside instead? This belt could come in like this. These already need to be moved to be on the outsides. So we need to have a belt of iron here, which means that this belt's going to have a little bit of trouble getting all the way down there, unless we did some sort of shenanigans, which I don't really want to do. The alternative would be to move these guys down here. Take this here like this, and push them out to a double length like that. This belt could come all the way through then. And then this belt could be here then. And you could even just do that if we wanted. That would be fine. I like that better. Okay, so then let's do this here, and we need to actually... Oh, no, not there. Not there. We need to actually duplicate this over here, too. And this belt actually comes through right here. Like that. All of our research is finished. We are done with red science research. So we have all of these, and then that's going to have to come in from 4 of these electronics machines, and they're going to have to each output 2.5 per second. So we want this to be probably out to the sides like this and like this, because that would do something like that. Is that the way that I want this to go? We'll have to make sure we adjust the offset here too, to top or bottom. If we did it this way, we could also though do them in here like this and like this, and then we could get away with just a belt instead of the undergrounds. That would still output them 2. We'll have to make sure we bring 1 in for that, and we could do 4 of these. We could even be a little clever with this, I think, and make them be sort of like this, except that one of them would actually be, build please, thank you, would actually be a double length, in which case maybe to keep it consistent, I put the other one up there like that, because it can grab from this far corner here and put onto this belt just as easily. So let's think about that idea. We need 4 of them, so let's do that like this, all the way to there. That takes care of the input, or the outputs rather, but the inputs, these will need a half of a tinned wire per machine and a quarter of a carbon per machine. That's still 2 swings though, but not every second. So we could possibly do this. I think what I will do though with this one is put these like this and do a pickup from the right. And that way we can have all the speed we need like that. Which means a lot of undergrounds, which means making them. Which means we might need some more iron. And go to there. Oh, that's not good though, Wally. Go there, and then this one goes there. It's a lot of undergrounds, but I think it's okay. It'll work out best, I think, this way. And then you can come down here, but I'm not going to hook these together yet because I want to make sure that I have them aligned correctly before I do. So that takes care of this, and then we just need one of these making carbon. And carbon is made from charcoal with some steam, which means I need a boiler. I forgot about the boiler. Yes. We'll put that in the queue. We can make a boiler in a moment. And then we also need 0.2 making tinned copper wire, which needs 4 copper wire and 1.6 tin. That's more than 1 belt long-wise, but on a 90 degree, it's okay. And then 1 of these making copper wire. And maybe we could do this if we did it right. We need to be able to move 2 things in, so that's 1 belt on a right angle. And we need to be able to move 4 things out, which is 1 inserter on a right angle. This would be 2 inserters on a right angle. So maybe I want to do something like this. We get some of these, we do this, and then we do that. That would take care of the loading of the copper into the tin, or the tinned wire. And then you need more of this. 2 of these? Did I say? We need... No, just 1 of these. 1 there, and maybe 1 there. 1.6, yeah, it's got to be there. Maybe I don't like that idea. I think I like this and this better, and do 1 like that. The reason being I can bring those 2 items together on the same belt, because we can do that on 1 belt, and we can do this like that instead. And I like that idea better. So this will output, we can do this boiler some way that I don't know yet. Maybe like that. We'll need to bring water in here also. And then maybe I do it like that. We'll see. And then we can do tinned wire. We need 2 items out. That means we have to have 1 of these. And for this, we need to have 0.66... No, sorry, 1 item out. So we could do a straight one. But I think we're just going to do this And what we'll do is we will shorten this offset like that. I think that'll work. Oh, I forgot to do these offsets too. Let's edit this offset for these ones. Or that way they put on the near side of the belt instead of the far side. It's weird how that displays that arrow, but it will go onto the far side. Worry not. Yeah, so we're just going to do that. So let's bring this closer, because we might as well. And then we need a boiler. Did I make that boiler? I did make the boiler. Here. If I did it like this, I'd have to go under that, which is okay. We would just need to use a yellow belt, a yellow underground, if I had the iron. Iron? Ooh, sweet irony. Let's do it like this. One of those, please. And I have a little bit of tin in my pocket just to be able to make those, mostly. The only reason we really need them is to... Oh, I had a bunch already. Jeez, Wally. Okay. Is to make the undergrounds. That's fine, though. Alright, so that should do it. You'll output... Okay, so let's align this properly now. We have kind of an alignment with this here. So let's move this... you know what, let's pull it back some. I don't want it all the way out there. Let's pull it back to about there. I think. Let's put power in here, though, just because I'm a little afraid of it. Yeah, we're going to have to do... Ooh, that's not good. We're going to have to do something like this. And we're going to have to do something like this. I told you I was afraid of it. And then you need power down here, too. Why don't we do this, then? That'll work better. And just because I like the tighter undergrounds, sometimes we'll do it that way instead. That should do... You need an output. You need an output. That's dumb. How am I going to get this stuff out of here? I think we'll just come down this way, maybe? Go up. We could go up. Yeah, we could space this stuff out a little bit and go up. So let's do this, and we'll align the machines together. If I wanted this to go up, where would I put the arms? Where would I put the belt? I want to think about, let's see, how many we're making? 2? That would be either 2 straight arms or 1 right angle arm. 1, 2. I could put it here, and I could do something like this. And that would be enough. It won't be balanced, but we're only making 1 right now, so it doesn't need to be balanced. Can I? I can't move that. Okay. That's fine. We'll just go under it, like that. It's fine. So these can actually come back down again then, maybe. Maybe. Let's see, you right there, please. You can connect in like this. No, that's not you. That's got to be down to there. I mean, you've got to go 1 more like that. Okay, that'll work. You can make those belts. Thank you. This, though, this is going to be a big oof, I think. You can go there. Actually, you know what? Let's make these be... I can't do that either. Can I just do these up here? Oh, I can. I can just do them up there. It's fine. Do this, this, and that. They're off alignment, though, with their friends down here a little bit. They're going to have to be. Unless this gets moved over. And then this gets moved over. I like it. I like it. Okay, and then this one gets moved down also. We're going to align it like that. This will come out like this and go into there. And then you'll need one of these. And that's actually all we need. But I feel like I want one over here. We will need more because we'll need to have charcoal coming in here. Actually, we're going to have to do this also, which means that that's actually going to go over there. We need a belt of... So this will be a belt of copper and tin. We'll need a belt of charcoal coming in like this, maybe. We'll do... Let's see, you? Yeah, you're good. We'll do this here. Or even there. We'll do it there. Nope. There for that one. And then there for that one. I'm out of inserters again. There you go. That's charcoal. This is green circuits out. And then I'm actually a bit closer to the bus than I want to be, I think. I want to put more space in here. As we rebuild these things anyway, let's put some more space in. Let's just back it up. We have all the space in the world. We just got to put landfill down. So why not make a little bit more here? Because this is going to be where the iron line comes in. So why not have a little bit more space there? Why not, indeed? Is that going to be okay? Yeah, that'll be perfect right there. Although this is going to get rebuilt anyway. So iron's going to come in this way. Oops. You're going to be solder and wooden circuits, which we don't have those onto the bus yet, either one. So we need to actually make this bus area bigger. And I'm just going to bus right over that. It's fine. Bust it right over that. Okay, so let's see. I have charcoal plan for this. Let's go ahead and run that, which means I need a crap ton of iron to make some crap ton of belts. Not you, but you. I see that I need a couple of those first. And then you I already had split and ready to go, so that's good. Let's just do shift, and I'll let the bots do it at their own leisure, I guess. Go ahead. Anytime you wanna participate, you may participate. That'll go in here. Somehow. We're going to want a few of these, though, so I'm glad I had them made. Not necessarily for this, though, because we should be good there. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be good there. Or we could just do... You know what? Don't even do that. Don't even bother with that. Just do it this way. That'll be okay. And then copper's got to come up to the end there. You got to go like this. You'll split off like this and go into there. Like this, though. And then... nope, not like that. That's actually got to be brought up one more. Because I got to go under this. And maybe I do... Let's see. Iron, space, back down again. Yeah, that's actually kind of good right there. So copper will split right there. Tin will come across from somewhere. We need to decide what we want to put on the bus next, and I think it can just be 2 spaces here. Tin and solder is all we need for this. We'll just do in circuits. Brown circuits. We might just make green circuits next too. So we'll do those 4 things there. Let's bring over the tin and the solder. I have bronze there. Let's bring this up. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Tin here. And then solder can come here. Let's do a little bit more landfill right here, though. And I need a lot more belts made. I'm making 5 at a time just so it doesn't get focused on making so many gears. I want that one, this one here. Solder, you might as well just go into this belt, actually, like that. And then tin can come in like this. Alright. Wooden circuits can come in to this line here. You know what? Let's actually do this. We'll take them out this way and do some of these undergroundies. There. To there. You continue, you continue, you continue. You and you and you. This is where ground circuits and solder come in. Those will split here, and solder was going to be on the last belt, right? Belt 4. Yes. Belt 4. There, please. This goes... Oopsie. This goes here. You can come across like this, down and in, and then we'll do one of these guys. Wow. Yeah, well, that's what you really wanted there. One of those. That'll connect up this way. You'll go like this, and then continue this way, please. Those technically don't have to keep going, so I'll stop them there. Solder actually also doesn't have to keep going, so I'm going to stop it here too. But this is tin. This needs to come up to here, and then go across to there. We'll do that, I think. This one I'm going to actually do that, because if I bring the iron belt up, I'm going to want to do a yellow underground here. Maybe I'll just do it anyway. There. And so then I'll need to have this here, because I won't have enough room for that iron belt, after all. Let's make 5 more of these. And let's make a crap ton more belts. And I will be right back after this all gets built. And welcome back. While I was gone, I also built a pump for this, and we already had the pipes. I have my toolbars too, but there we go. That'll get the water flowing. We don't need very much there, but that gets the water flowing. We can connect these things all up now, I think, I hope, I presume, and that'll get us things working. Moment of truth, folks. Moment of truth. Let's see how I did. Probably poorly, as is my custom. Let's see, 2, that should be fine. There's a 2.4. 0.4 of these. 4.8 between those two. This will come out fast enough. You're going to grab at a 2.4 rate, which will be fine for those. You're going to output down there at a 2.4 rate. Each one needs output 2.5, so I have to have 2. Completed our first electronic circuit. It's all working. Now it's just down to, is it fast enough? Let's see here. These are at 2. This belt will put 3.75 on a side, so that's okay once we get this output well enough. Are you okay? You should be okay at 2. You should be able to output 2.4. Feels like this isn't fast enough, but maybe it is. That's going. Maybe it is. And we're using power again, y'all. By the way, between running this stuff up the bus here and starting to use these things again, we're using power again. Let's do one of these just so that we have a buffer box here for this for Wally. Do I have a box? I don't have a box. There you go. And you can have power too. That would be nice. There you go. And I think that'll do it. I think we're okay now. I think so. We could take these out to the bus if we wanted. I'm not going to do it yet until we need them out there, but I did reserve a belt for them anyway, or a slot for them or whatever. But I think this will do. I think everything is operating at, at the efficiency it needs to operate at. I hope it is. This is reasonably scalable, so if we wanted to double this, we could just add more out this way. The belt speeds might not be fast enough, so we might have to add it as a separate block, except for the output belt, of course. And the input belts and the output belt, getting the fuel over there would be a little bit of work, but I think we can do it. Oh, I see blue. That means we're actually, power is an issue. Okay, well, one of the things we're going to do to fix that, and I'm going to do it off camera, but one of the things we're going to do to fix that is to make more wind turbines. I just need steel on top of what we already have in our pocket, so I can easily make these, and I'm just going to make a bunch of them and get them put down where the rest of them are down here. And I don't feel like I need to do that on camera, so we'll do that off camera, but also I'm going to rebuild this to scale it down to these size machines. I don't think I need to do that on camera either. So I'll just do that on my own time between this episode and the next one. And in the next episode, I think we're ready to do green science. The only other thing we unlocked was, again, the farming and the garden processing. I will probably talk about those next time, but we won't need them right away. So let's just do, that's the short answer. We'll just plan on doing the green science next time. It may end up being a 2-parter. I'm not sure, because it's not a simple build, and there's going to be a lot of this type of thing where we're trying to make sure we have enough arms Enough inserters handling all the movement of all the things, and that's going to be a little bit of work to get that far, I think. So we'll see what happens, but for now we'll leave this here, and in the next episode we'll start working on green science, and that means, because we're going to also rebuild red science too. So yeah, I think we'll probably do that in 2 parts. So we'll work on that in the next one, and then we'll see what happens. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.